So here's the plan. I was thinking of going through the older videos from WB, but you know what? IGN decided, hey, we're gonna tell you everything we know so far. So I'm gonna find out what IGN knows. Same time as you. Yeah. Let's see what happens. So this could save me. This is like 11 minutes. So instead of going through episode 1 and episode 2, I already saw episode 3. Why not figure it out? They compiled it all right? So let's see.
Here's everything we know about
Suicide Squad kill in
the
quotes.
Justice League.
All right, let's see. I'm curious.
Set 5 years after the events of Batman Arkham Knight, Kill the Justice League
Set
has us
5
in
years.
Gotham City for the first time, and instead takes us to Superman's
Metropolis?
Metropolis.
Yep,
if
yep,
you're
yep.
even remotely familiar with the Suicide Squad concept, you know the basic drill. Shadowy
Just a
government
wee
agent
bit.
Amanda Waller has tasked a handful of DC villains to save the world in exchange for a reduced prison
Guys, they
sentence.
got a bomb in
Any
their
bad
head.
guy who dares step out of line will promptly be fined 1 head for their disobedience, courtesy of a bomb
Ooh.
planted in their necks.
I remember
And the stakes
that.
couldn't possibly be higher. After being deployed into Metropolis, which
Okay,
developers
this
say
is
is
new.
twice the size of Arkham Knight's Gotham, our ragtag
Twice
group
the
of villains
size.
finds that the city
Okay.
is under siege from a mighty intergalactic force in the form of Brainiac and his endless purple armies. Even worse,
Yeah,
he's
what even are they?
brainwashed most of the Justice League, including Batman, Green Lantern, the Flash, and even Superman.
What about that
Only
guy
way
with
to
the
stop
wings and the
Brainiac?
tomahawk?
Well, you'll never believe this, but somehow, someway, you have to kill the Justice League.
Did you get him?
Suicide Squad will be released with 4 characters that, in single-player mode, you can swap between as much as you like. Or if you know only one of them appeals to you, Rocksteady says that you can alternatively...
Oh, yeah,
play
yeah,
the
that
full
part
game
I
as
know.
just
You can
that
swap
one
between
character.
them. I'll be
Player
playing as
expression
Harley.
is a core tenet of Suicide Squad, so while each character has certain baseline abilities...
Okay,
you'll have
legendary,
plenty of room to
legendary,
shape and mold
legendary.
them to your
Wait a second. Hold on. Am I wrong? Or I thought they said that. Oh, no, 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 no. They said that there's no levels applied to the weapons, right? So you can get rarities. Or is it that you can get a weapon day 1 that's a common or maybe an uncommon, and then you can somehow upgrade it? I don't know. Attack, protection, healing. I am wondering. Fascinating. Very
preferred
fascinating.
playstyle.
Don't
The
buffer.
most recognizable face is undoubtedly Harley Quinn.
Absolutely.
The acrobatic clown woman with a thing for explosions. She packs her signature
Bop.
baseball bat, but managed to
She
nab
does not
2
look
Batman's
5 years
gadgets
older.
as well. With her bat drone and grapnel gun,
Looks
she can
younger,
swing
if
like
anything else.
Spider-Man from pretty much anywhere, and even rain down bullets while suspended in the air.
Yep.
She also kind of has a
Gunfire.
big thing for explosives, so you can
She
expect
always
her talentry
has.
to give plenty
Well,
of buffs to her grenades.
since she met
Next
Mr.
up
J.
is Deadshot, the gunman who never misses, making his Arkhamverse
I'm telling you,
no,
he's
I'm not
100%.
gaslighting you. The expert marksman named Deadshot that you saw multiple times in past Arkham games
Uh-huh.
is totally unrelated from the expert marksman
What?
named Deadshot that you'll be taking control of in Kill the Justice League.
What?
Yeah, Rocksteady has seemingly implied that
Fool
the
had it
Deadshot
coming.
from
There's only
past
one
games
Deadshot.
was actually an imposter all along. Even
He
in the
went
fictional
toe-to-toe with
world,
Batman.
it has
He
to
was
be
an
the
imposter?
mother of all coincidences, but there's
No,
a
no, no, no,
possible
no.
in-universe explanation that we'll get to later.
What?
In any case, Deadshot is built around precision, with
What?
the best long-range game of any launch character.
He's
His
what?
jetpack, formerly belonging to the character Gizmo, gets him a vantage point from virtually
Gizmo.
anywhere.
I know
and you
Gizmo.
find lots of critical hit and counter talents in
From,
his talent tree. Then we have
Teen
King
Titans.
Shark, the quintessential tank that you've gotta have in any group. He
Tank, huh?
absorbs damage the best out of anybody in the starting roster.
He's got
and
shark
he
skin.
specializes in dishing out even more. Shark looks to be highly
Hmm.
reminiscent of Hulk from that Ultimate Destruction game that you loved renting in 2005.
I remember that
complete
game.
With incredibly high jumps,
It was actually on
multiple air
PC.
dashes, and earth-shattering ground slams.
The Earth
And
did
even
not
though
shatter.
past his enormous strength and insatiable taste for blood,
It's all the
he's
777s.
also naive and overall good-natured when compared to those he rolls with.
Bop.
In other words, he's a lot like
so
Drax
scared.
from Guardians of the Galaxy. In fact, from all the preview materials that we've reviewed, he's almost
It had
exactly
actually fit him.
Drax from
Cool.
Guardians of the
I
Galaxy.
am
What are you
smiling.
doing, mate? I'm smiling.
I like
King
him.
Shark's talent tree will
I like him a
generally
lot.
boost his melee attacks, such as causing enemies
Goodness,
to bleed for
goodness.
an additional 50% damage,
Deadly.
or sacrificing damage for extended close quarters range. And finishing off our launch roster is Captain Boomerang, who Rocksteady has
name's
described
George,
as
right?
the most well-rounded of the group. With the Speed Force gauntlet he yoinked from the Hall of Justice, he
Yoink.
excels at dashing in for close range hits and zipping back out for ranged shots. He can also
Alright.
live up to his namesake by throwing one of his boomerangs to effectively create a point in space for him to automatically teleport directly to.
Is it like
Combined with
Space
double
Dandy?
jumps, he can spend a good amount of time in the air, but he seems best suited
If you
to
haven't
keeping
seen
most
Space
of his
Dandy, I'm not
combat
going to spoil
grounded.
it.
Post-launch, Rocksteady will be expanding the squad with DLC characters as
Yes,
well.
the Joker is the first one.
Confirmed to be the Joker.
Yeah, but
Is
not
there a
our
lore
Joker,
reason for him
but
showing
Joker.
up even after dying off in 2011's Arkham
Oh
City?
man,
Yes,
I
there
felt
is.
bad when that
But
happened.
Again, more on that later. As the Joker, you'll float through the air and skim across
That
skyscrapers.
looks
using his
really cool, but
rocket-powered
that's still
umbrella,
March.
Deliver punch lines with his grappling hook crowbar, and even get to
Ooh.
peel back the emotional and psychological layers of this clown prince of crime. The more that the rest of your teammates get to know him. Rumors also point
Okay.
to Mr. Freeze, Deathstroke, Killer Croc, and Katana.
Wait, pause. Say that again. That what? You also get to play
Emotional
it?
and psychological layers
Say
of
it
this
again.
clown prince of crime, the more that the rest of your teammates get to know him. Rumors also point to Mr. Freeze,
Oh, rumors.
Deathstroke, Killer Croc, and Katana potentially showing
I'd probably
up
play
as
as
well.
Katana. I'm curious
But
about
as
her
always with
sword.
Rumors, please hype responsibly.
Oh, wait,
And
she
if we
has
can get
her-
speculative for a second
But
here,
that sword is her
corporate
main
synergy
thing.
might nudge the roster to include even more characters from the movies, like Polka Dot Man,
Really?
Peacemaker, Ratcatcher,
Peacemaker
or
makes
Bloodsport.
sense.
Whether you like it or not, Kill the Justice League is a live service
Peacemaker
game,
makes
so
sense.
You're encouraged to
Especially
play
if they
for
get
as
John Cena
long
to
as
come back. I mean, he's
possible.
already
All characters can level up
doing
infinitely.
Peacemaker in
Once
Mortal
one of them
Kombat.
hits level 30, you unlock squad talents.
Level
In
30?
essence, these are upgrades for the team, not just for individuals.
Oh, that's your
and you
max
get more
level,
of them
30.
As you pile on the character levels. It bears repeating that much of the spirit of Kill the Justice League is found in creating unique character builds.
Okay.
You can rebuild your talent trees at almost any time you want.
There she
and
is.
can save 8 loadout slots, so experimentation
8
is
slots.
very much
Okay,
encouraged.
okay,
The
okay,
social
okay.
squad feature
They
even
want you to
lets
have
incorporate
fun.
Character builds made by other players, like friends or even streamers that you follow.
Okay.
And if somebody else uses your character, you will earn a slice of the loot that they earn.
I'm curious about one thing when it comes to this. Is it cross-platform? Is it like linked to WB stuff? Or is it based on that console? I play on PC. So if this huge, amazing, talented streamer is playing on PS5 and they're like, these are all my builds. Have fun, people. Can I tap into that? Or am I just stuck to the ones who decide, oh, I like me a mouse and keyboard? What happens? Let me know, WB, please.
In that other player's session. Speaking of loot, the weapons you earn from completing
They all
missions
said
will
star.
play a major role in how you make your character your own.
Really?
After a year-long effort by Rocksteady, the controversial gear score system has been removed, so rest assured that that neat weapon you found early on
Yes.
won't be totally obsoleted deeper into the
Okay,
game.
that's
Early
what I'm
on,
curious
you'll
about.
forcibly recruit none other than the Penguin to be your resident arms dealer.
Haha.
Through him, you'll purchase new assault
He's doing it
rifles,
against his
pistols,
will.
sniper rifles, shotguns, SMGs, and heavy weapons, with each squad member having proficiency with 3 of those gun types.
Okay,
Now,
you only
your
get
gear
3
score
types.
may be gone, but gear tiers are still in the game. with
Yeah, I
varying
saw the
classes being
legendary.
ranked common.
What I'm curious about now is, like, since every character only is good with 3 types, which means Deadshot clearly is going to have a sniper, can the other characters get drops for weapons they can't use and just give it to their allies? Or do they only ever get drops from their pool? I'm curious. Okay? The game is interesting me.
Uncommon,
Let's see.
rare, epic,
Legendary.
notorious, and infamous.
Whoa.
According to this
Blah, blah, blah. Wait. You go beyond legendary, notorious, and infamous? These better be one-shot kills. What the? Why go beyond legendary?
Discord Q&A, common through epic increase in power in the number of possible augments available.
Legendary,
But
notorious, and
legendary,
infamous.
notorious, and infamous
Okay,
is when we really
don't say
turn
stuff
up
like
the
that.
heat.
You're interesting me.
Legendary weapons come with unique augments that set them apart from the lower tiers in a
But what
pretty
about
meaningful
beyond
way.
legendary?
Just as a couple examples, the Cooler is a sniper rifle that freezes enemies on crits.
Oh,
Combo
that
mill guns
doesn't
let
sound
you use your
exciting,
combo
sure.
locked talents as soon as you land a crit, and bang
The Harley.
trades all of your grenades for a single one that pretty much functions as a mini nuke in terms of damage and blast.
Okay, that
radius.
sounds like fun.
Notorious and infamy weapons
Yes?
are themed after DC villains, not just
Whoa.
in the way they look, but through gameplay as well. These are going to refocus the way you play, and if you want to maximize their capabilities, you'll probably want to consider making them the focal point.
So I'm gonna want a notorious loadout.
This gun themed after Bane spawns power-ups on critical hits and enhance your other
that's
weapons
Bane.
with Bane's Rage.
Should have noticed.
Again, you're free to mix up your talents without any kind of risk, so don't be afraid to swap
So I
out
don't
your
need to
skill
pay to
sets
reroll.
really
That's
get the most out
beautiful.
of that cool gun you just found.
That is
Now,
great.
Guns are one thing, but you'll of course be able to give Brainiac's minions a smack all up close and personal like.
Yeah.
What the Penguin does for guns, Toyman will do for
There we go.
melee
That's his name,
weapons.
Toyman.
Ivy, when you unlock her as a support character, will
She's
imbue
support?
those weapons with up to 2 simultaneous.
Okay, that's a tiny bit of a spoiler, but that's alright.
afflictions
A baby
seem to be your
Ivy.
standard elemental attacks, like
Wait a second. She died 5 years ago. So does that mean that she's a 5-year-old kid? What? What? Wait. Ivy's a. You know what? I'm certain when I finally play the game, because remember I ended up buying it. That I'm gonna figure out what's going on with Ivy. But thanks for showing me that she's a kid. Cool beans.
fire, ice, electricity, and poison, but they're named after different DC characters to keep
support?
them more on theme with the
Mr.
source material.
Freeze.
Diablo Blaze ignites enemies for continuous damage.
Wow,
Deep
that's
Freeze
fun.
will turn them into solid ice for extra
Not
bullet
as exciting. I
damage.
like the fire.
Livewire Bolt looks like it temporarily stuns them with electricity.
Whatever
and
Harley does
so
is
on and
awesome.
so forth. Just because you can zip around the city on foot with respectable agility doesn't
Can they
mean
fast
that
travel?
vehicles won't also have their
Wait, there's
place.
vehicles?
Gizmo will be your go-to for
Wait,
airdropping
whoa, whoa,
vehicles
whoa,
like
whoa,
the
whoa, whoa. That's Gizmo. Wait. So what's the guy's name in Teen Titans? This guy is like a dwarf.
flying gunship
Like,
that rains down
dwarf
bullets
as
and
in, not
rockets
because
to
he's
wipe out
short,
interdimensional
but the
threats
whole
that
beard and
much easier.
stuff.
And I do say interdimensional pretty intentionally here because
Interdimensional.
Kill Justice League's
Elseworld.
endgame revolves heavily around the multiverse. With Elseworlds, you'll jump to different alternate universes.
I hope this is
which
actually
are
fun.
all
The
between
Elseworlds.
Sumner and
This is the reason that it gripped
Briefly
me.
shown are versions of Metropolis
This
and
is
beyond,
what
ravaged by
actually made me want to
tornadoes,
get the game,
ice,
the Elseworld.
and even the Joker. Yes, the playable Joker mentioned earlier
Don't forget
actually
to
comes
smile.
from an alternate universe, allowing the
Look at him.
Arkham lore to remain intact while letting Warner Brothers cash in on any
Please
character
play
they
me
want
dinner
anyway.
first.
The Joker represents the model Rocksteady wants to follow for their DLC in the future.
Really?
Each season of
Wacky, crazy
content
fun?
will be heavily themed after a DC villain and will consist of 2 story episodes. And
Okay.
for those of you tired of the FOMO aspect of live games, fear not.
FOMO.
I hear you,
Oh, yes, they
Rocksteady
said you can
does
go back
too.
and get it. That much I
Episodes
know.
are not time-limited events.
You can do it whenever.
Rather, they're
I like that.
permanent additions to the game.
Well, unless you
can
gotta
go
pay.
back and replay
I hope not.
anytime you want to. While you're not jumping through the multiverse, you can also take on new missions.
Harley's so
In
cool.
Incursion, your squad is brought to Brainiac's turf to
Incursion.
fight through his armies and his ship's tentacles.
Really?
These are designed to be relatively quick sessions in comparison to the other mission type, Killing Time. These will be a lot like the classic horde modes that you've seen in
Okay,
other games.
just survive as long as you can.
clear out bad guys, they become increasingly frantic.
Just survive-
All the
okay,
while,
14
Brainiac's
hordes?
ship will continuously beat
No.
down the shield protecting you. As you kill enemies, the shield replenishes.
But given this is
And
endgame,
lastly, what
Brainiac
would
clearly
character
wins.
customization be without some good old cosmetics to
Harley.
measure? Some character costumes will be exclusive
Harley,
to the in-game
I'm
store,
only looking
but
at
rest
her.
assured that the only additional paid content currently planned
Season
starts
pass.
and ends with cosmetic features. All
Yeah, but
featured
how many
characters
cosmetic
and
features
missions
are
will
they-
come completely
Okay, you know what? They're just saying, okay, you're gonna have to buy cosmetics, I'm looking at look at Harley. I'm looking at Harley. Sorry. I'm looking at Mortal Kombat 1. They're gonna say cosmetic, but when you're in that store in Mortal Kombat 1, what's the stuff that costs money? Some of the coolest costumes. You got Sub-Zero from the older games, you got Scorpion with the skull head, you have the bloody voices. Like you have was it J.K. Simmons? J.K.? I'm just thinking J. Jonah Jameson. You know who I mean. Omni-Man. You have his voice saying fight for $10. You have Shao Kahn, who's not Shao Kahn. You have Shang Tsung, who's already in the game, saying fight in his awesome, like just relaxed, cool, evil voice. $10. Johnny Cage, that was free. So what? Why was Johnny Cage and even Liu Kang? Yeah, why were they the only ones that were free? Like they say cosmetic, but then you add stuff like that, and then some of the cosmetics in MK1 are just like Johnny Cage's shades that look no different from the dozen you have already. I mean, yes, they have the invasion mode where you get a lot of cosmetics, but at the same time, they put some of the best ones in the store. Plus, when the invasion season is over, they put all the cosmetics in the store anyway and make you pay for it. I'm pressing play. I'm pressing
free
play.
of charge.
Free of charge. Yeah, that's
One
the
thing
part
that's
that.
clear is that Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League
Bob.
is aiming for a different audience than the game series.
I'm worried about watching a review now. They already spoiled
But with so
Poison
much
Ivy
detail
for me.
poured into the world, characters, story, and player expression, maybe those willing to keep an open mind will find this a worthy.
My
return
mind
to
is
the
open.
Arkham-verse.
I want to play the game and
Or
try it
maybe
for
fans
myself.
might fall in love with Suicide Squad immediately, without any concern for Rocksteady's past games. A multiverse of possibilities lies
Yeah,
in
so
store
it's a
when Suicide
multiverse.
Squad Kill
That's
the
what
Justice
got me.
League launches on February 2nd. So let us know in the
You
comments
didn't mention
what
the
your hype level
deluxe
currently
edition, folks. They get it a few days early, but yes. So yeah, that was IGN. IGN, as usual, gets your stuff usually first. Deadshot never misses it. That's what I've been saying. All right, I'm gonna end it there. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the game. I do want to give it a chance. Goodness, would this game be my first review ever? I don't know. That would be exciting. But can this video get 5 likes? Thanks. All right, ciao.